So this is a 2016 Toyota Highlander, and I'm gonna, even though I'm not, this is not what I normally do. I'm not that much of an automotive repair guy, but I was trying to, this door handle came off the other day. My son, we were getting to go in the car to go somewhere, and he just reached up and grabbed it, and it fell off. Best I can figure, this piece right here has a screw that screws it in from the inside, which kind of holds the whole mechanism on. I don't know if you can, it'll show up here, but inside that hole, here in the back of the door, is where you get to that screw in order to screw that in. So when I was trying to Google how to do this, I didn't find anything, a whole lot of information for this particular model. I found some for an older Highlander, but not for this model, so I had to kind of figure out a little bit how to get it apart. So I thought I'd make a quick video to see if, just in case somebody else has this sort of trouble and they might help them out. So anyway, yeah, so I had to take the whole door interior off. It's right here. So there was a screw, there's a thing right there with the screw that I had to take off. I had to pry off that section, that's where the window up and down control is. I had to just pry that back, and there was a screw in there. And then here, where the interior mechanism is, see that whole interior plate? And that was what threw me off. I didn't recognize that that was removable. I'll show you the removable part. So that part there went inside of there. So I just pried that. Once I pried that back and found that screw, then that was pretty easy. There's these two guys here, which connect to the inside of the mechanism. Those came out pretty easy. Another thing I should mention more is when you take this out and put this in, the green one goes on the bottom. That's for the pull handle. The white one is on top. That goes for the lock. When I took those apart, I thought it would be pretty self-explanatory which one goes which to put them back together. But after they got kind of twisted around, it was not as apparent. And initially I had them backwards. I didn't put the whole door together, but I could tell that it felt funny. So then when I test it, okay, that's the pull handle, and that's the lock. So the lock doesn't retract automatically, or the pull handle does. So it was kind of obvious that it wasn't right, but if you remember your color coding, that'll make it easier. I'll show you where those other screws were. They went in here and here and here. Those matched, like I said, that one there and the one there behind the window mechanism. Then after that, it was just pry around this interior frame, just pry it around and lift it up. Oh, I'd take this guy off here. That's that part right there. That just pried off, just very carefully. Like I said, there's the interior latch, or the thing for the window. There's a plug on the back. That just pried out real easy. Overall, once I figured out exactly where my screws were, it's come apart really easy and hasn't given me, and it went together pretty easy. Luckily, nothing was actually broken on the handle. Apparently, the only thing that was wrong was that screw, like I said, that holds this in from the inside, popped out. Once that came out, then this part here, which is held in here, then that comes loose. You pull that, pry that back like you're opening the handle, and then that slides out. So to put it back together, I just pushed this in on this end first, then slid it in, and then put this on, put the screw in from the back. That's a T30 Torx head. Oh, and then I had to take this mechanism off here. It's still inside the door. I didn't take the whole thing out, but there were 3 Torx head screws there in order to put that mechanism in. So that's goes in like that. That's probably putting it back together. That's probably the next thing I'll do is screw that guy in. This plastic here, it just pried back real easy. Luckily, I didn't tear it or anything. And this is still tacky, so I should be able to just tack that back in place. But anyway, I know this is an incredibly descriptive video, but hopefully it just helps a little bit if somebody else is trying to do this. Or maybe I might be something I might need to watch a couple years in the future if I have to do the same thing over again.